In this video I show you the power board of the DeWalt DC011. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video I showed you that the DeWalt radio DC011 is working if you apply voltage from the power supply, from the bench power supply. So we have to look at the power board, check if this is alright and find out how this works. To find out how this power board is working, I reverse engineered it and I just used my voltmeter in diode mode, in continuous mode, sorry. It sounds, and I just followed the path from the AC mains, which is from here. I turn it around. This is where the mains is coming in. So these two wires. These two, here's the power coming in. And from here it's going directly through the transformer, which is these two pads, which I desoldered at this moment. From this it goes through the filter to the relay, and as you can see the relay is not switched on, and the moment it's switched on it supplies the mains to the charger. The other wires are going to the transformer. So I just followed the path. And where is it going? Coming in. These are the voltages to the radio, the 12 volt. So the AC is coming in here, and I just followed the path to the fuse, through the fuse, and so on. And in this way I draw the whole schematic, which I will show here.
This is the diagram I made. In the top left corner you see where the mains is coming in. That's going through this filter and then to the relay. And if the relay is switched on, it powers the charger. The mains is also going to this transformer, which makes from 230 volts 18 volts, and then the 18 volt is going into the power supply. The 18 volts is going through this fuse, and from this fuse to the bridge rectifier. The bridge rectifier makes a DC from the AC voltage, and the DC voltage is going directly to the relays, and the relay 1 is switched on and the mains is directly going to the charger, and relay 2 is changing from supplying power from the battery to the radio to power from the charger to the battery. When the radio is powered by the battery, the DC power is coming in from here. The voltage is going through R3 on the base of Q1, which switch on the Q1. When this transistor is switched on, it will also switch on Q2. And the collector of Q2 will go to the cathode of D2, which is also going to the plus of the radio. When the mains is connected, the relays switch on and the battery is no longer connected to the radio but to the charger. The voltage is coming in from the bridge rectifier. It's going through D2, and via D4 it switches off the transistors of the DC part from the battery, and the radio is connected to the cathode of D2, so it will be powered on. Now we know how this board is working, we can continue with testing of this board. I test the power board with the transformer which was in the radio, which is actually a very wrong radio, of a transformer, sorry. As you can see in here I have 256 volts. That's a measure error for two reasons. One, the solar panels are working, and my safety transformer is very enthusiastic. But we have main power in, and we're getting voltage out. But if you look on the transformer, you'll see that the highest voltage it should supply is 8 volts. So there is really something going wrong here. But for the testing of the power board, it's fine, and we have the original file still. So it doesn't matter, but we can test the power board now. Now the transformer is connected, I'm going to check what the DC voltages are on the output of this power supply. At the first instance I didn't measure any voltage, but that's actually right because the minus is not connected. That's done via the switch, which I'll do right here.
I connected the power board to the DC power supply, 12 volts, and let's see what voltage we get out of it. And there's this 11.8, that's okay. So that's working. Let's try to fit the original transformer, which I got yesterday in the post. Let's test that one, and then we can put it together again.
The transformer is connected. The 2 red wires on the bottom are from the mains, and the 2 blue wires on the right are from the 18 volts. Now let's see what for voltage we get out of the power supply now. And it's 21 volts, it's higher than from the battery, of course. But it's unloaded, so let's test it on a load also.
The load is connected to the power board now, and I'm pulling at this moment 1 milliamp. Let's put it a little bit higher, 10 milliamps. That's working fine. 100 milliamps, and you see the voltage is going down a little bit. That's not a problem. Let's take 200 milliamps. And the transistor is a little bit warm, not very much, still working fine. 400 milliamps, that's about the maximum. And it's fine, yeah. Let's go a bit over the maximum. Oops, no worries. And it's still working fine. So the power board is working, and we're going to install it in the radio again. The transformer's back in. This is the power board. A few more screws, and this one is also ready. Now we can test the radio with the replaced transformer. And we're getting closer to finalize this repair. This is the switch. Let's do the power cable first. Okay. That is connected. Power switch is connected. This is for the battery later on. So, and the 220 volt is also connected. Okay, let's test the radio.
Is dat helder? Tuurlijk wel.
This is the battery board. That's the board where the battery is connected to. There's probably a previous repair. I have to remove some old flux, clean the board, and then we put it back in the radio. Another job done.
Okay, let's put the charge PCB back. Belongs here. Black wire. And the battery plus. So, last thing to do for this radio is check the charger and put that back in, and that's on the next video. Bye bye.